Buenas tardes, and thank you for having me. Just like many of you, I'm new to Arizona, and I say new because most of my life, I was born in Puerto Rico, I was born in Carolina, and then I came to the United States when I was 18 to go to college by myself. I didn't have no family, I didn't know nobody in this country, and it was scary. It was really scary. I didn't know many Puerto Ricans. Most of the people I knew were either white or they were black. And it was very tough for me for my first few years to live in this country and have no support from anybody. It was just me. It was very lonely. And then eventually I started to meet more people, and I lived in the East Coast for a long time, and I started to meet more people from Puerto Rico, people that were born in New York where the parents are from Puerto Rico. So it was awesome for me to have that again and have some Puerto Rico near and close to me. Then, like this gentleman who spoke, and I apologize, Jose, September 11 happened, and I used to work in the towers. It was a life-changing event for me as well. I lost some of my friends there. And at that point, I think something changed in me where I felt like my life needed a change. I was living in a rat race. I got to work, make money, pay the house, etc. And I decided that I was going to open my own business. And I want to step back. I had a really good paying job. I was living a really good life for being in my 20s. I wasn't struggling financially, but something was missing in my life, and I always wanted to help people. And I said, you know what, I want to open my own business. I used to work in a lot of nonprofit organizations with women that were, they were in a situation of domestic violence and their children, etc. And I said, something that I can do to help women is to open a place where women can come. They can bring their daughters as well, or their sons if they want to, and just be themselves, get pampered, not in a, I guess, superficial way, but just have an environment where they feel safe and they can talk to other women and bring their daughters, and they can, hang out together. So I did that for a few years. That was my baby. It was a lot of work. But throughout having the business, I met a lot of interesting people. It gave me the opportunity to be part of the Tuskegee Airmen New York chapter. I worked with them in a lot of different events and programs that they had. They raised money for scholarship for young black kids so they can go to college or they can pay for school and get an education. I was a founding member of a women's and girls organization, and that was under sorry, I apologize, I'm a little nervous. That was an organization I was a founding member of, and part of the organization purpose was to empower women that have gone through a tough time, either through a divorce, domestic violence, or they were in poverty, and sort of help them get development professionally, skills, and sort of give them a leg up, and also to give scholarship to young girls so they can become the future of tomorrow as well. So that was very rewarding for me. I loved it and enjoyed it. But then again, I had that situation where I felt like there's something that is missing in my life. I need to go and move away from New York. This is my comfort zone. So I ended up in Arizona. I don't know why. If you ask me this day, I just put my stuff in the back of my car and I just drove with my mom. And I remember my mom from Puerto Rico. I mean, Puerto Rico is like so small. And she's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? When are we getting there? And I said, Mom, this is not Puerto Rico. This is a big country. And I remember passing through New Mexico, and there's a town named Montoya, and our last name is Montoyo. And I said to my mom, you know what? If you keep asking, are we there yet? I'm going to drop you off here with your people. So it was exciting. It was new for me, but at the same time, it was scary because again, I was in this place where I was out of my comfort zone. I didn't have Puerto Ricans around me. I didn't know anybody here, and I was depressed for a long time, I'm going to be honest with you, because all I met, and even though I love Mexican people and I love people from other cultures, there was something missing in my life, and I felt like, what am I doing here? I don't feel like I'm supported. I don't feel like I have people around me that when I come here, for example, today, I love getting my hugs and my kisses and feel like there's warmth in the room. I just wasn't feeling that. And I moved to Florida for a while, and then I didn't like that either because I thought I was going to be closer to my home and just go to Puerto Rico all the time. And then my mom is like, you know what, you need to make a decision. You're like a gypsy. You're always moving from here to there to everywhere, and you're driving me crazy. So I moved back to Arizona. I ended up buying a house, and then obviously September 11, Maria happened. And then my life got shook up. My family was okay, but just seeing the devastation and seeing the suffering from people in Puerto Rico and seeing my little island, the place that I grew up, even the town from my grandmother, she's from Guayama, and my family is usually from the west of the island, and seeing how little ancianos, they're without a roof, they're sick, there's people, there's veterans that are suffering, that are disabled, and just seeing everything, it just broke my heart, and I just felt like, I gotta get out of Arizona. My fellow instinct was to get on a plane and go, and my brother is like, what do you think you're doing? You know, you have a home, you have a thing, if you want to do something, do it some other way, but you can't just drop your life and leave. And I said, well, yeah, I can't do that, it's my life. And so my brother was like very good about calming me, but it was very anguishing to see that. And then I saw an article in the newspaper about this organization, the Puerto Rican Center, and I said, there are Puerto Ricans in Arizona. And then I started looking in the internet, and that's how I ended up here. And I remember coming to the first meeting and meeting Gretchen, and I was scared to death because I didn't know what to expect. I thought maybe they're not gonna receive me very well. Maybe they're gonna be like, oh, another girl coming into the Puerto Rican organization. But no, it was amazing. People were great, they were very welcoming, and I said, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be in Puerto Rico, I'm supposed to be here. And then, obviously I said, I want to do something, not only for the community here and the people that come here, but also for people in Puerto Rico. And that's part of the reason why I'm running, is because I want to be able to contribute in that way where we're here, yes, we're doing something for our people that come here and offering them services, education, and the support that I didn't have when I first moved here, and felt very scary and depressing many times. And be able to be that source for those people and say, hey, we're here, we're going to embrace you, we're going to help you, we're going to hold your hand. We've been there as well, just like you've been. We came here, we didn't know anybody, most of us. And I want to be able to do that. And if you don't elect me, that's okay. I'm still going to be involved. I talked to Carmencita, and I talked to you the last time to Gretchen, and I told her, I said, we got to do something about putting a group together and going to Puerto Rico and maybe doing trips over there, helping people, you know, build their houses or help them out because they need it. Every time that I see the news, it's depressing to me to see the things that are happening in the government and how many people are getting left behind and how people are living and they're hopeless, and it's just very sad. And so I'm very passionate about that. I grew up in a family where my dad was an activist and he was a leader of the labor union. So I have that on my blood, and instead of getting angry, I said, you know what, I'm going to channel that energy and put it to good use, and this is where I'm here today. Okay.